She got to see him come in?
All right, if I could get everyone to make their way in, and we'll get started here. The governor and I would say the stars here, the governor, but I think we're all here to see Baby Dog today. I'm sorry, Governor. But anyway, wow, what a beautiful facility, Governor Justice. Welcome back to another one of our DNR facilities. I can tell you as director and a longtime staff member, it is so great to see such support from your level. I can't believe the things that you have done and given us the abilities to do over the last several years. So I and the staff, as you see it everywhere you go, the level of appreciation is huge. So we thank you, and this is just another example. I've heard you say several times that the youth are the key to our future. This facility, this foundation, this group embraced that philosophy, and what we're going to have here is a real showpiece for West Virginia. So let me start out by doing just a couple of quick introductions, and I'm sorry if I missed someone. We didn't quite expect this many to show up, but we are so glad you're here. I see Senator Stallings with us. I see yes, thank you, sir, yes. Thanks for all your work, too. I see we have one of our natural resource commissioners in the room, Greg Burnett. Thank you. We have a multitude of employees, but I would like to point just real quickly, Colonel Bobby Kales with our Natural Resource Law Enforcement Section, Chief Paul Johansson with the Wildlife Resources Section, and I believe I saw Secretary, did I see? Hiding in the back, yes, sir. Thank you for all your support throughout this project. So anyway, I think I'd also, and you'll have to bear with me on the name, but I would like to recognize the foundation members. Governor, as you know, those folks have put in countless hours towards this project in conjunction with our wildlife section. So could I just have all the foundation members to stand up now for a nice warm round of applause? Great, thank you. And you know, I just realized half the room's standing already. I'm sorry. So if you were a foundation member in the back, shake, wave your hands. But just please know, we appreciate the efforts that you have absolutely put into this facility. I can tell you, I talked with some of them, and Ashley, one of our employees, and there was over 1,200 visitors here Saturday. Unbelievable. So like I said, the interest in this place has been... The opening of the Claudia L. Workman Wildlife Education Center represents the fulfillment of the vision behind the land donation from Jack Workman and the culmination of years of work by the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources and the Forks of Coal State Natural Area Foundation. That foundation was formed to protect this area and keep it in its natural form as the donor of the land requested. He realized that this area where the big and little coal rivers come together is an area of unique and it's a magic area. So he wanted to ensure that that continued forever. This 9,500 square foot education center currently showcases exhibits highlighting West Virginia resource management success stories, including the restoration of several important game species like white-tailed deer, black bear, wild turkey, and most recently elk. This facility also contains a 1,500-gallon aquarium which houses native warm water fish species, as well as an adjacent area dedicated to the different reptiles and amphibians. The Habitat Management Wing shows the different strategies land managers can utilize to provide ideal habitats for a variety. This foundation here was instrumental in the creation of these exhibits as they received nearly $1 million in abandoned mine lands program grants administered through the DEP. So thanks again, Secretary Ward, for that support. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, the architect is on site today, Adam Crayson with ZMM. He had a big hand in the design and implementation of those original designs, along with the chief engineer at time, Brad Leslie, who's hiding back there in a pair of shades. Brad, raise your hand. Those two guys were really, yes, thank you. Fellas, it truly is a showpiece, and you should be proud. The West Virginia DNR looks forward to continuing to work with the foundation to develop a master plan for the entire area, which will ensure its continued good management for years to come. Educational programs will be the focus and an integral part of the operation. We're looking forward to these programs. Our staff, Kim Smith and Ashley Anderson, I see them there, yes, thank you. They'll provide these activities and these programs for school groups, and we just want thousands of them in here in attendance. So we'll be looking forward to those reports and hearing those things. And this facility will also serve as a gateway to the elk restoration area in southern West Virginia. As we continue to grow our elk herd, we anticipate wildlife viewing opportunities to continue to expand as the public rediscovers this magnificent animal. We encourage everyone, from local citizens to visitors just passing through, to stop and experience this magnificent area that we call the Claudia L. Workman Center. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the man we've been waiting on, Governor Justice, and once again, I cannot thank you enough for your support.
Well, this is really, really easy for me. First of all, thanks to all the dignitaries, senators, all the commissioners, all the different directors, and everybody that's here. But just think about it. West Virginia of all places. You're looking at a little kid that was at one time was really skinny and loved all the aspects of nature and our life, our streams, everything in the world about West Virginia, and still does. Now, I'm broke up a lot, got some bad knees and a bad hip, and Baby Dog and I are on the same dietary program. But I'm telling you, there's nobody that loves what this is all about more than I. And I'm telling you just this is straight up how to tell you that along the way, I owe so much of my life to just what you've done right here. That's all there is to it. The Claudia L. Workman, is that correct? And Jack Workman, is that correct? And a vision of lots of others that have decided that this is really important stuff. And it's stuff that we want to be able to educate more and more of our youth, because today, and I've just got through saying this in a briefing, imagine what is the different things are that are pulling at our children today. For those of you that just happen to be 60 or 70 years old, I said it in the briefing, but when we were growing up, really and truly, wasn't it a heck of a lot simpler than today? Just think of all the stuff that's pulling at children that can lead them astray in every direction known to man. Lots and lots of stuff that I don't believe in any way. Subjecting our children to stuff that they should never be subjected to. And we expect bad things not to happen. Well, I'm going to tell you, you can't fathom how important this is today. Right now. For all of us. For each and every one of us to have goodness, real live goodness in our heart. And absolutely there can't be anything better. There's no humanly way there can be anything better than these mountains, our wildlife, all the different things that go into making us be who we are, our natural resources in every way. How can there be anything to touch our soul better than that? I'm going to tell you, with all in me, your director, Bobby Cales, so many that are just superstars beyond belief. We got a lot of people here that are from my office, and they put in a lot of licks every day. But they'll tell you just exactly just this. I don't blow smoke at anybody. I don't have time to be a politician in my life. I don't want to be a politician in any way. I want to tell you as best I can the straight skinny, the truth, and absolutely with all in me, this is the real deal. And this is so badly needed, it's off the chart. And so with all that, I can't do anything other than wish you the greatest successes. And I will be here 1 billion times. And absolutely all the children that come through here, it will influence their lives, and it'll stand a great chance of changing life, if not saving their life. Another thing I would add is looking at that aquarium. Let me tell you this, I'm always good for telling you a funny story. But this is as true can be. My son and daughter bought Kathy and I a saltwater aquarium. It was 1,000 gallons. Is that 1,500 gallons? Almost that big. And we had to go under the house and reinforce the floor for it to be able to get into our house. And we put it kind of catty corner across our master bedroom in the corner of that. And this is as true as it could be. One day things were really tough. And I always get in really late, and I've done that all my life. And it doesn't matter, 7 days a week, whatever. I try to go to church, but not in all honesty, we're working all the time, and I love it. That day, everything in the world had gone crazy. And you're going to think, well, why is the governor sitting here telling me all this? He ought to be talking all about this, and I have. But now just think about this. I got home, the whole world was upside down as it could be that day. I was filthy dirty. I walked in the house at 11 o'clock at night, and Kathy said to me, she said, "Do you want anything to eat?" And I said, "Kathy, honey, I didn't get this way by not eating." And then I said, "No, I'm sorry." And she said, "I'll make you a hamburger." I said, "Great." So I went back, jumped in the shower, true as it can be, got out of the shower. Now there's some parts of this you need to block out of your mind. Got my little sleepies on, block it out, jumped into bed and everything, and I was laying there just kind of breathing. Kathy's going to make me a hamburger, and about that time, I turned and I looked at the fish. And there, just like here, the most spectacular, beautiful fish in the world. They were saltwater fish, and they were all colors like you can't imagine. And just all of a sudden, God be my witness, one of those fish that was kind of silver and everything just turned straight down and went boom, right into the sand, dead as a hammer. And I thought, well, the day I've had, I don't really care much about that fish. And then I just kind of sat there like this and everything, and then I just turned and looked again, and when I did, here went this big orange and gold kind of fish, and zhoo, down it went, and boom, it hit in the sand. The first time I yelled, "Kathy, that big silver fish in here just died," and she didn't hear me. And my beautiful wife, Kathy, there's 2 words you better scramble, and that's, "Oh no." And true as it could be, I yelled louder. I said, "Kathy, that big kind of gold and orange fish in here just died." She screamed, "Jam." Oh no, I put stuff in the water, save them. And I jumped up and started trying to dip those fish out, and they were just going down like crazy everywhere. There was fish in the net, and I don't know what to do with them other than run and put them in the sink and pour salt in the water. I have no idea what to do with them. Well, they all died. Every fish in the whole tank died. Now, that's not the bad part of this. The bad part of this, I'll finish it. The bad part of it is we had a little 10-week-old Boston Terrier puppy, and I went to step backwards. All wrong. The little puppy had pooped in the floor. And when I stepped backwards, shoot, right through my toes it went. And I'm looking at my foot was standing there fishing them nets, and they're dead as a hammer, and I'm thinking, what kind of day can this possibly be? But nevertheless, I'm going to end right there by telling you that Kathy's a dainty, but that is spectacular, and this whole building is magnificent beyond belief, and you'll change a bunch of lives. You'll save a bunch of lives. And so I couldn't be more proud of you. That's all there is to it. And I didn't mean for, I just happened to have baby dog here, but, you know, and she can't go every day because she gets tired. But nevertheless, when I pulled up here, I said, should I take her in there? And Jordan said, sure, she's wildlife. So before I go, if you want to come up and say hi to her, I'll sit right here. But nevertheless, I congratulate you with all my soul, and I thank you. I thank you for all the good stuff you're doing. Thank you so much.
Governor, before we get you up, the staff here does have a little something for baby dog since you're talking about her. So, Governor, this is Ashley Anderson. She's one of our employees who was able to greet all these people this weekend. So you go right around there. No, you're...
That's two. Well, you sure have to eat that all the way home now.
And Ashley, thank you, Ashley. And if you'll hang on, we'll go ahead and do this ribbon cutting. If I could have a member of the foundation, whoever that may be, whether Ann or Art, whoever they're choosing. And how about the senator? And how about Secretary Ward? Could you join us up here?